Question: how can foreclosure affect you? How can that affect you? So, if foreclosure may affect you in many ways. First of all, you lost your home, so that means you're homeless now. Okay, so and in some instances, you may not even be able to get a rental because it's going to affect your credit. The foreclosure is going to affect your credit, and to get a rental, sometimes most of the time they ask you for like 650 minimum credit score. And let's say, for instance, your credit is at the 500, you won't be able to get a rental unless you find somebody who's a friend or a family member and who's going to rescue. So that's why most of the time, when somebody actually lost their home, most of the time they're going to live with a friend or a family member. So foreclosure will affect you in many ways. So you become homeless. So you and your family are evicted from your home. So you can no longer live in that property. So your credit, it's that foreclosure, it's also reported in your credit, and it's going to stay there for 7 years. So meaning that for 7 years, um, it will appear in your credit that you had or you filed for foreclosure. It's just like, actually, it's almost like filing for bankruptcy. So for 7 years, it's going to show in your credit that you have a foreclosure, and therefore you won't be able to buy a home. So your finances, it also affects your finances. You may lose your investment or at least the equity on your home. All right. So in some instances, you are forced to sell the house for less than what you bought it for. Okay. So it's going to be a loss for you. So it also affects your finances. And whatever equity you have on that home, it's like you forfeit that equity. So you no longer have it in many cases. It also affects your ability to obtain a loan. So you may not be able to borrow money from other lenders because since you have a foreclosure, that means you are unable to pay your obligations. So why would somebody take the risk and lend you money again? Because most likely, 95% of the time, you're going to default also on that loan. Okay, so your ability to borrow money is also compromised.